Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever and wherever you are listening or watching, welcome to the Dad Bod Golf Pod, episode 177. And we are as proud as ever to be a part of the Believe Podcast Network. Joining me tonight, the OG, the brains of the operation, the man who lives and breathes and dies by this podcast.
It's true.
Jonathan Kyle Rush, a.k.a.
Daddy. What's up, Sassy? What's up, Sassy Pass?
Sassy Pathy.
Sassy Passy.
Sing the Dadbods Golf Pod tonight. Our buddy Ben is doing some family stuff tonight, so he cannot be with us, but we are thinking of him, and we will be sure to mock him appropriately, as is tradition when somebody's not on an episode here at Dadbods Golf Pod.
For the entire show, he will be
The
mocked.
entire show.
Yep.
This episode, in particular, episode 177, as you may have assumed, is brought to you by Bet Online. And we have a quick correction to make. We did say Lucky Strike won the Kentucky Derby. Lucky Strike is a great unfiltered cigarette. It is not the name of the horse that won the Kentucky Derby.
Should be.
Rich Strike. Yeah, should be. We are thinking about investing in a horse named Lucky Strike to carry on the tradition. But anyway, slide on over to Bet Online. Get your 50% welcome bonus with the code BELIEVE. They match you 50%. It's math. Gambling's all about math. So why not start off with a little math-based bonus?
Start off in the black or whatever it is when you're green, black, something like that.
Black. Want to be in the black. It's weird because it's a golf podcast and being in the black is not good.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Red. But when it comes to your Bet Online account, we hope you stay in the black. Anywho, moving right along.
Yes.
We've got a couple scenarios to get to, but we are going to talk about what's on everybody's lips here in the golf.
Funniest.
We
love story.
Love it. Yeah. Yeah. So we have a gentleman whose name has not been released that played a local US Open qualifier because he lost his fantasy.
What's his name? Let's guess what his name is.
League. I would say probably Jeremy. Let's see. His first name is definitely Jeremy. Let's see. Jeremy Waiters.
Waiters?
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's going to be like Connor Rosenbach or something.
Connor Stettenpole.
Stettenpole. It's got to be a Connor or a Jeremy for sure. But anyway.
So I love the creativity here because nobody's ever done this. I mean,
no.
I've been in a bunch of fantasy leagues and we've never done a last place thing. But it'd be like, dude, I got it. Local US Open qualifier. And Jeremy Stettenpole's over there being like, oh boy, I don't even play golf. And lo and behold, last place.
Last place. I got to borrow my dad's Ping I2s.
Do you know anybody who's done crazy?
I've seen the tattoo stuff, but like, I think the craziest one I had was the group that I was in. You shaved your head. But I didn't come in last, and I didn't agree to it. It kind of just was thrown amongst the group, and we never voted. There wasn't a vote.
It's an honor thing.
It was an honor thing, but
I knew some guys in college. The last place guy had to go take the ACT, even though they were in college. He went and took the ACT. They dropped him off, and then they just hung out and drank all morning, and then they went and picked him back up.
What did he get? What did he make?
Oh, he did good. He was a nerd. It was a bunch of engineering. He made like 29.
That's so solid.
And then
that's great.
I knew some guys who, which this references the 24 hours in Waffle House, but the stipulation was that every waffle he finished subtracted an hour.
Oh, wow.
So I think he ended up doing like 16 hours and 8 waffles or maybe like 13 hours. And I mean, but he's like, after you eat like 4 waffles, you're kind of done. Like,
you're out for the day.
Physically. Yeah.
What's the most waffles you ever ate at Waffle House?
I mean, I've done 2, but waffles are not my go-to. I can tear down an entire meal that some people may not be able to finish and then put a waffle on top of it.
I could eat the square footage of a booth table in hash browns.
Oh, dude, no doubt. Like just cover the entire grill with hash browns and then just
bring it in quarters.
Kind of like a crawfish boil, just like kind of just pour it onto the table.
Give me a newspaper and just lay it out, and then just dump hash browns onto the table.
I feel like endless hash browns. Like I would just never stop eating them.
You'd be miserable.
Smothered, covered, and peppered. Just peppering my asshole.
Yeah. Oh man, you got me onto that. By the way, not peppering assholes, but just jalapenos in the hash browns.
In the hash browns,
good stuff. Yeah. So we're just we just totally shouted out. Just turned this thing straight into a Waffle House like infomercial. Back to the bet. So guy has to go. The bet was last place. You go to a US Open qualifier, and he goes out and basically, I mean, shoots. Was the score
110, which I think is better than the other guy that we talked about who was in some sort of qualifier, like a Corn Ferry Monday qualifier.
Yeah. 110. He shot a smooth 54 and kind of fell apart on the back. Shot 58 on the back. Fell apart a little bit.
This guy clearly had some sort of skill because he made 4 pars.
It's not
bad. 4 pars tipping it out.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it was on the shortest par 4 and a par 3 on the front. Oh, there's some short holes in there. Wow.
Course wasn't super long. 7,000 yards, but yeah. Yeah, you shoot 54 and you're like, you know what, maybe I can reel it in. And he just after he started off with a triple when he started off trip dub, it just went dark and he shot 58 on the back.
This is actually a tough course. That rating is 75.6. So I'm gonna give him, with strokes and everything, this guy is probably catching like 10 or 12 side.
Easy. Yeah. That is brutal. But my favorite part of everything is this. The caption. All right, so like this, they DM. This is from Monday Q info. By the way, he's one of the best follows that you can follow. Like Monday Q has some of the greatest stories because it's literally like the guys that are grinding trying to make it. But I'm just gonna read this. Said this guy played at he said, I played at a US Open local today, teed off on the first hole. One of my playing partners wasn't there. We wait a minute, get word he's on the wrong tee. Comes over to hole 10, hits his tee shot 10 feet. He's 5 over after 2. His caddy looks at us and goes, "We're so sorry. He lost a fantasy football bet and his punishment was to play." Absolutely joked to me and my playing partner. Terrible punishment, not fun to play with, but one hell of a story to tell. So that that is miserable. And these dudes that they will ridicule you. If you go into a US Open qualifier and you shoot something like this, they'll ban you for life. Like they'll never allow your application again. But this dude was
not that he's ever worried about doing it again.
Yeah, it was a good sport though. It was a good sport. That's so funny. That's so miserable too. I don't know. Would you take any humor in that whatsoever if you're the guy that has to do it? Or, are you just like embarrassed?
If I'm the guy who has to do it, because I think I know how much now, maybe me, like I could, stroke it around and stay out of these guys' ways. But like there's guys paying that may they want it. They're there to try and qualify.
It's serious.
It's like,
it's not a joke. It's not a bad bet.
It's not like it's not in good taste. It's super funny and it doesn't matter and we don't care. It doesn't affect us and who knows what those guys would have shot. But and anybody can go out there and shoot 112, which this guy had some sort of game. If you make 4 pars from a course that has a 75.6 rating, the guy could, at least
he can golf it a little bit.
Do you think he reached in his pocket to reload after that first one, 10 feet?
Oh man!
Wait, are we playing it down?
Is this 2? We get 2 off the top.
Also,
he threw that joke out there.
If I'm playing a US Open local qualifier, not only am I there super early, but I know which tee box I'm going on.
Oh man, I've done the last thing I'm going to do is be in the way. Yeah, you're there early. You know all the rules. You're going to make sure you're at least going to stay out of the way. And you're going to be like a vapor. You're just going to be invisible to everybody, essentially. You're not going to be the center of attention. So, to be on the wrong tee to start off with, and then you cold top your tee shot 10 feet. It's not a good start.
It's not like going in the grocery store and making a fool of yourself, in the grocery store. There's real guys that are actually trying to, trying to compete, trying to make it and have a pipe dream, paid decent money to do this, right? I mean, these guys had to pay.
It's not cheap.
Yeah. I think that's how they weed people out. We were talking about this. I don't know if it's a handicap thing, but so
I thought that you had to have at least like a 3 or 4 index to be able to play in one of these things. I didn't realize literally anybody could go, but I guess you can. I don't know, but yeah, he had 4 pars. He had 3 regular bogeys, and then you do the math, 11 atrocities after that. He had a 6 over. He had a 10 on a par 4. That's not good. That'll get your score up there quick.
Yeah, that'll really get out of hand.
That'll pump it up there. Then he had at least 1, 2, 3 4 quads that I see. So,
all right.
That's tough.
Bear with me real quick. Okay. 112. All right. That's 40 over. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 40 over. So on the first 4 holes, he's 2 over, 4 over, 7 over,
13
over. Okay. So he plays the first 4 holes in 13 over, and then plays the next 14 holes in 27 over. So I mean, he definitely took a turn on the 5th tee box. I think he saw the light. He made a par. He went par, bogey, par on 5, 6, 7. And I don't know what else you want from this guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty solid.
I mean, throws a quad in on 8, but then right back on the wagon with a par on 9.
With a bounce back par.
Yeah. Post quad par, baby.
Post. And then, you're like, okay, let's round this turn. I got a 500-yard par 5, 8. Boom. Snowman. I got a 500-yard 5, maybe get home in 2. Snowman. And we're out.
So one of those guys has to keep his score.
Oh, that's
so one of those guys has to check with him after 4 and say, hey, was that a 10?
I love that the caddy immediately is apologizing when he gets there. I'm so sorry.
And who caddied for him? Because this guy's this bad, like one of his buddies, like does next to last place have to caddy for him?
That would be. I think that's worse. That's a worse punishment than playing. I think if you come in last, you have to caddy for the second to last guy. Yeah. That's a worse punishment. That's a worse punishment. But man,
the last 2 guys flip a coin. 1 plays and 1 caddies.
That's awesome. Great. That's a great story. That is a Dadbod golf pod story. We absolutely love stuff like that. So shout out to the dude who went to a US Open qualifier.
Yeah, buddy.
And fired down a 112, 54, 58.
Don't draft a freaking kicker 3rd round next year.
Exactly. Don't step out and get a defense in the 4th round. Like, just wait.
This is awesome. Monday Q Info responds. It says, "Dear everyone asking about his handicap, this may have come as a surprise to some, but the handicap system in golf can be manipulated."
He got that. He must have listened to our show talking about it. This guy must have manipulated it the other way. He was a reverse sandbagger.
He was trying to get it lower.
That's the dumbest thing ever. Yeah. Or what if he was bad, and to lose the bet, he had to essentially lie to give it. He had to lie and input fake scores to be able to play.
4 months.
That's what he had. That's what happened. That is exactly what happened. They're like, you have to lie. You have to input some fake scores to get your handicap down. People are like, God dang.
Because the handicap is all self-done.
Exactly.
It's done by it's all self-done.
Connor, you've been on a hot streak these last 3 months.
I tell you what,
I figured it out. I went left hand low, making everything.
You were a 17.2 on the gin, and now
you're 2.7.
2.7.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, but that screws him for months, because then he's got to start giving shots to that he was getting shots from.
Well, and another thing is, if you go, if you get to your lowest index, like, it will slow you down. It'll throttle you big time, because you can't go back double. So if you're a 2.5, if you get over a 5, it'll just essentially cut you off. Like, you'll just stay at a 5 for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're screwed all the way around. Great story though. Great story. And shout out again to Monday Q Info for that. That's so fun.
Good content.
Great content. And you know what else is great? That is Swannies.co. Use coupon code DadbodGolfPod -25. Take 25% off your next order. They got everything: polos, shorts, pullovers, hats, tons of hats. God, if you're a hat guy, you could just absolutely you could
Like
get
Ben.
You could get 15 hats. Like they got at least 15 new hat styles in there. It's crazy. Like I said, use coupon code DadbodGolfPod -25. Take 25% off literally every order. Swannies.co. Dress for success. FORE. That's on the boxes. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's hit some scenarios.
Hey, real quick before we get into scenarios, speaking of people who listen to the episodes, I was talking to David Brooks, good listener of ours, who happens to be my financial advisor. And we were talking about the market because it's no bueno.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, there's a couple stocks that, I mean, if they keep going down, if X stock gets X amount, I'm going to slap it good and hard. And I said, come on, bud, slap it.
Slap the good and hard button.
Slap the crypto there, bud.
And let's just go 100% crypto and AMC. Let's do it.
He's like, oh, dude, I'm going to slap them so hard.
That's hilarious.
I said, David, I don't know what I did to deserve you as a financial advisor.
That's how he keeps you on the hook.
That's right.
You're like, I can't leave you now.
I told him that I wanted the app that we use to like not open if I'm a certain amount down. Because I was like, dude, I opened it today and like I threw up.
Yeah, so, it hurt. It hurt.
I called you to talk about it. You didn't answer.
Ah, dang. I hate that.
I just like to call and talk about our portfolios. Like
I was so tired yesterday. I did an 8-hour road trip to play the number 4 golf course in Alabama and got home at midnight just to play a golf course. So
oh dang. Dude, where'd y'all stop and eat on the way home?
We Chick-fil-A.
Nice.
There wasn't much in Athens, Alabama. So
no, there's not.
There was a Chipotle on the way in, mistake, burrito, sat a little heavy, took me 9 holes to get it, get it to where it wasn't sitting up here. It kind of moved its way down, had a transfusion at the turn, and we turned things around. It was a lot of fun. Little tranny at the turn, turn things around.
It's every time.
All right, scenario number 1.
All right, is it going to be my scenario?
Yeah, let's do yours first.
Okay. All right, so this is just a little fun and flirty scenario. Ben's not here, and Ben adds a certain level of FU to Would You Rather Wednesday.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna do some more vanilla type scenarios, and when Ben's back next week, we'll get back to kind of each other's throats.
Yeah. Fighting.
But this is kind of a fun one. Golf has obviously progressed throughout the years, and mainly for the better. But we're each going to pick something that's from golf of old and not like 2018. I'm talking like, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah.
And let's bring it back. Let's take something that maybe is missing from the game today, from the times of old. And I'd like for Daddy to go first.
Can I do more? Can I do more than one?
Yeah, why not? Actually, well, tell you what, do one.
Okay. Because I may get it.
Because I don't want you to take. Yeah, this is kind of where we're running the issues. Yeah.
All right. So, when Ben rattles off flat 3.
Yeah, there's like all of a sudden I'm going last and there's like 12 that have been named. I'm like, okay, well, I took my first guess and my second guess and my third guess.
All right, so here's my first one. I think it would be fun, and maybe we could just play around like this. Stymie putting. No ball marks. It is what it is. If it's in your way, figure it out. Do a little
just
shallow
chip over it like they do in a great game of blade.
Yeah, stymie putting. Maybe bring a little strategy in. I don't know. I think that would be a whole new dynamic that like you said, watching that movie, it's like, wow, that's tough. Archaic.
Right. Well, it's also some strategy involved, right? I mean, if you're outside, you can try and lag one up there right in front, block the hole.
Yeah, especially if you're putting for birdie and he's got a long one for par.
Yeah.
Lock
it in.
Slide one up there in front. I mean, I guess you could just make it, but if you're going to do anything, be short of it. And, then he's got to make some decisions.
And then maybe like just kind of parlay that with those little things of sand that you use as a tee.
That was my second one.
Oh no, sorry, dude. Look, see, I just did right. Sorry. Well, that's fine. That's like we'll just kind of give you that one as a double. That was like a double trouble.
Yeah.
But what I want is I want golf tournaments, and it's never gonna happen. I want there to be like no ropes. I want, like on the last hole where like the crowd is just
they're on the green.
I want it to be like that, like the whole round. I want like Augusta National, like cops or like, they're making a little path through the crowd at all times, constantly. Like
just chaos.
He's in the middle of the fairway and there's like a wall of like 4,000 people behind them.
Now I do like
that. Do that at the British Open.
They do, yeah. And there's
didn't used to be ropes.
Back when it was like black and white footage, like they would dive in the hole for the ball. You remember that? Like that was the big thing. Like they would dive into the hole to get the ball of the winning putt.
They're all like around like just the fringe of the green. Like
yes,
all surrounded.
That would be sick. That would be sick. Kind of like on 18 at the PGA Championship last year when they kind of broke through the ropes.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm
like
saying.
That all the time. Yeah.
All the time. Or like the Tour Championship a couple years ago when Tiger was about to win.
Yes.
Just like that all the time.
That is epic.
Or at least on Sundays, like, to finish.
Yep. And then go back, we kind of semi-addressed it. I think those dirt clod tees, I think that's so cool. The way they had the little cup thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your caddy went down, he bent down, he turned it over, teed your ball up with a little dirt clod. That's pretty sick. This is old school too. So at Willow Point, the way it's not like a thing anymore, but basically before they did tee times, they'd have this circular, it looked like a gumball machine, right? Circular thing. You put your ball on the top and it just lines them up. And then like when your ball gets to the bottom, it's your turn to go.
Get out.
Yeah. So you sign your ball, but you mark your ball, you get up there to the first tee, you drop it in the slot and it just works its way down. It works its way around. And when it gets to the bottom, it's your turn to tee off.
See where has that been?
That's pretty sick.
Who was here first? We kind of pulled up like right at the same time you did.
Nah, balls in the hopper, bub. You got to get your ball in the hopper.
Hey, Jerry, you're playing a Pinnacle now? Okay, yeah, I didn't know you're a Pinnacle guy.
Yeah, you'd just be sitting there pooping all over everybody's balls. Like they come out.
You got one Pro V1 in your bag that you just keep to put in the hopper, and then you swap it to something else when it comes out.
Yeah, you get out your NXT or DT Solo and play from there on.
I also think there's some golf fashion that I wouldn't mind bringing back. Some plaid pants.
I saw a post on Golf Digest, and it was like, which golfer from the 90s style would you have now? Mm-hmm. And it was like Tiger, John Daly, Fred Couples, Davis Love. By the way, Faldo, Greg Norman. I think I would take Davis Love has always had underrated pure class fashion. Underrated pure class fashion.
He's just a vanilla guy.
Vanilla, but just pure class. I know he's not going to have the inseam shorter than maybe 11
maybe
inches.
Wide ankle socks too,
But dude just looks good. I'm just saying. I've always liked the way he dresses. He liked the way he carries himself.
I would say Faldo's brand has been on point for a long time.
Really?
Because they're like Tiger, so golf fashion was like sharp in the 70s and 80s, and then it moved into this oversized, like wearing like a Tiger Woods wearing an XL, huge pants, huge shirts,
huge seams,
and it slimmed back down, which I enjoy. I enjoy slim, and big slim cut guy. When I go check out the Wranglers, I go to the slim fit section.
You go to the old nut huggers.
Yeah, go to the old 532 or whatever they are, maybe 511s or something.
Yeah. But I'll tell you something. I mean, so
there's a picture of Davis Love III wearing like a cardigan.
I know that one was bad, but like the other two were good. Like his little stripes is solid. Lee Westwood was in this list for some reason. And then Greg Norman, obviously. We both said, I mean, I wish I could buy Greg Norman replica clothes, like of his outfits that he wore, and a hat. What if I just made that my thing? Would you play with me?
You should. No. I think maybe you. I don't. I'm really struggling to see you in that hat.
I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna order one.
I think you've got to have long blonde hair, but I
think so too.
I want you to do it because now I can't imagine. You want to know a little fun fact? Is high school Nate, huge cardigan guy. just ripped cardigans. I mean, I'm talking.
There's nothing but
I
cardigan.
can find a lot of pictures of me.
Hey, you let that temp get below 70, I'll have a cardigan
t-shirt,
for every day.
cardigan. I'd roll up my pants one loop at the bottom and wear chacos. Oh, dude, you probably would have mocked me so much in high school. You'd be like, look at that nerd.
That's life, is what that is.
Let's go drink some creatine, boys.
Life doesn't get any better than a cardigan and a chacos.
Yeah, with like my pants rolled up once, like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yikes! I was pulling mad
game
women,
just
in
everywhere.
High school.
Just line up, ladies. Line up, ladies.
They lined up at my cash register at Publix. Just came right through the line.
I worked at Publix too when I was young. I don't know
if
you know that. Oh yeah, I was back in the days where you got an extra $1 an hour on if you worked on a Sunday or a holiday.
You had to get grandfathered into that. I missed that.
Yep.
Holidays, we got the extra $1. Yeah.
You did for holidays?
Little 4th of July. 4th of July is a great day to work. Super busy. Work 6 to 1, and then go drink cream soda with the boys down at the creek.
Oh yeah. Tell you what I'd do. I would. You didn't watch me. I was gonna run off and spot mop. You didn't watch me. I was gonna go grab the old. Hey, I'm gonna go. I gotta go spot mop. And you just peruse around go hit some free samples, and then
yes,
found a little skid mark on the floor. I'm gonna squirt it and rub that thing down. No rubber marks on my aisles.
when I worked in produce, you go through those back doors constantly. Yeah. And the guy, they just started the sushi section, and he handed a sample out to anybody who would walk by. Well, man, I know he sees me coming like 12 times. Every time I'm going back to the door, he's like, "Oh, sample." Like, dude, yes, I ate like 20 pieces of sushi that day. Every time I walk by the back room, boom, sushi, boom. Sushi.
4 or 5 rolls a day. Love it.
You take a break at Publix, you get whatever you want to eat.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you really explore the frozen meals, the deli. You get a pint of ice cream for your break.
Keep your receipt, though, because they'll come up in that break room asking for receipts because you're not going to get away with it for very long. You're going to get busted eventually.
But like, you have eaten too many of the Marie Calendres on our dime. We're going to put a stop to this Hungry Man theft.
Exactly. We're in the red for Hungry Man meals, we're getting to the bottom of this.
Listen, buddy, the Stouffer's inventory has been off for weeks, and we think we know where it's coming from.
We figured it out. The Zatarain's frozen meals.
Yeah, you're going to put that red beans and rice away, buddy.
Or putting us under. They're going to take us right under. We're going to send you straight to jail. All right, last scenario. I think this is one that Nate's going to really struggle with. I thought about it. Now, and I am too, to be honest, because I like to be liked. But all right, so here's the scenario. You can be a scratch golfer that everyone hates, or a 15 handicap. So you're going to shoot somewhere around 85 to 88. That everybody loves. You're never going to break 80. So you can be the 15 that everybody loves, or the 0 that everybody hates. What do you? And the thing is, like, you don't really realize everybody hates you. You're
oblivious to it.
You're oblivious to it.
Are. Yeah.
You just kind of do douchey things, and maybe you don't care, but you're the dude everybody hates, talks crap about,
but you think people love you.
Oh, that's even. I don't know what's a worse punishment, that you know that everybody hates you, or that you're just a douche. Which one? What's worse?
I guess like knowing everybody hates you, maybe you think you can make an adjustment. Like maybe you can be like, "Hey guys, I want to be better."
No, if you're an uncontrollable douche, is what it is. You're a 0 handicap, scratch, uncontrollable douche. You literally will do things that everybody hates. Uncontrollably, everything. You say all the uncontrollably hateful things. It's just, that's what you are. So what do you want to be? You want to be the 0 that everybody hates, or the 15 that everybody loves?
So I'm like almost dead center of that in all regards. Like I'm a 6, and I think that there's a lot of people who like me, but I'm like maybe slightly infamous. People are like, oh boy, when I come up, like, nobody's going to call and invite me anywhere, but like I'm generally accepted when I get there.
When you get there, yeah, exactly.
So there's kind of two extremes here. there's something lovable about a guy who sucks a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like the 14 handicaps in your club may be the most well-liked guys at the club. Like
if you really think about it, they could be the most popular. If you think about it, or the most likable.
And
sure.
because you can shit on yourself and be very funny.
Yeah.
But you're good enough to play and hang with the guys, and you can keep up and you don't slow anybody down. Everybody celebrates birdies with you because it's like a big deal. Like everybody's like, dude, the guy who sucks just made a birdie.
Yeah, exactly.
But man, the scratch golfers, like, you know, you just end up hanging out with the other scratch golfers who are also douchebags who like also nobody likes.
Oh man,
hard for me.
That's tough.
I'm too prideful. I'd have to. I care what people think. I really do. So I would have to be the lovable loser.
The lovable loser. I knew that was what you're gonna have to go with because
and it sucks because I love breaking 80. You
do like to be.
But the thing is that like nobody can know that I used to be good.
Yeah.
You know, like I just become that guy. Nobody's like, well, damn, Nate, like, man, I remember the time you shot 74, you ain't broken 80 in 6 months. I'm like, yeah, I'm never going to.
Never going to. You don't know that, but you're going to like me though. While I do it, I shoot 84, 85. It's going to be a very likable
cool opportunities that you would get as a scratch golfer. But
yeah, that's true too. You probably don't get asked to go to nice places.
Nobody's going to ask you to play like, oh yeah, dude, I'm going to get him from remember. Like, unless somebody who just wants to get tore up with you.
Yeah. Or really wants have a relaxed friendship for the member. I don't know. I think you could. I think there's benefits both ways, but this is tough. This is tough because I'm like you, man. I just think about the satisfaction I get when I go shoot even par or something close to even par. It's like, man, that just feels so good. And if I just could do it all the time, but then like. How do you have a game? Like the only time you have a game when it's when people that don't like you and want to beat you,
or you like force yourself into people's games, which gets obvious.
Yeah. And they don't even they don't want you to be there. And then you uncontrollably make it worse. I don't know. I really like being a liked guy too, but I mean, I feel like you're going to lose out on some games too, because people may not want to play. Some of the better guys may not want to play with you even if they like you. I'm gonna go I feel like I've always been the likable guy, or the guy that just tries to be a likable guy. I'm gonna go douche. Like, let's just go douche canoe birdie train. Let's go. I'm just gonna go do it up, kick everybody's tail, be club champion, flaunt it. Just be hated. I would, and maybe hopefully my wife will still love me.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
Is that like I can see me being a douche because I'm like a part-time douchebag.
Yeah.
I kind of dabble.
You dabble. You
assholeness and
you put your toes in the water of douchiness sometimes. Yes. I can see that.
A lot more so before I got married.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't. It's very hard to see you, but anything but like perfect. So you being like, oh,
I don't even trash talk very good.
You're actually not good at it.
It's terrible. I'm not a good trash talker at all, because then I'm like worried if I hurt your feelings or not, or if I went too far.
Yeah. I had to text Kyle after the show tonight because I was like, I'm sorry.
I didn't know I hurt your feelings. Yeah. But I want to try it. You know what? I want to give it a try.
It's fun sometimes, dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, dude. Oh, soft, man.
Yeah. I want to give it a try. You know what? I want to give douchiness a try. So
you're gonna be the guy like pulls up. You're like, oh, where's the first tee? And what's the course record? And like, it's gonna be silence.
Like, oh God, he's here.
Yeah.
There was a guy in our club that was like that, but he wasn't really a scratch. He was kind of maybe close. You probably know who I'm talking about, but like
Ice.
I don't know who that is.
Matty Ice.
Oh yeah. He is better. I would have like the mirror on the driving range,
Oh yeah.
Bring my pop out mirror and pull the string on the putting green, and
just never heard anybody say this. I was playing with him, and I had like a 60-footer, and I left it 8 feet short. He's like, smells like 3-putt. And I was like, I may just stop playing with you, like right now. Like I just had like the lag putt of all. I had like the longest putt on the golf course. I'm like, I mean, inside 10 feet's pretty good, bud.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I'll give you something to sniff, bro. Sniff on these nuts.
The one I heard one time was this person was like, I don't know, 150 yards out as a back pin, and he hits it 170, and I'll give him to, it was like right over the pin, and he goes, oh, I just hit that too good.
So I just nodded that.
I hit it too good. And I'm like, no, you just missed club. You just hit the wrong club. But no, like I mean, I would give it a try. I would give it a try,
dude.
Hey,
I don't know what to say.
You don't. Hey, if you even remotely get close to a 3-putt around me, Nate, you don't think I'm using that,
dude? If you started like being a douchebag, you know how much of a douchebag I would become.
Oh, you would try to out-douche me
because like you've made me a better person in our friendship.
Oh, I could take. You think I could take you down the black hole?
Oh, dude, no doubt. I will follow you to the ends of the earth. And if you're out there being like, oh yeah, who wants to play for 100 a hole? Let's go, bitches. I'm like, yeah, me and Converse. Oh, yeah.
We against all comers.
Yeah, dude. Look, hey, by the way, we're like scratch. Like we're not getting any strokes, dude. No strokes.
I don't even think about giving me a stroke. I will never take a stroke.
Dude, you're such a bad douchebag.
I know. So I'm bad at it. I'm like giggly while I do it. I can't even remotely be a douche, but I want to try. I want to give it a try. Some people may that. Some people.
World, bud.
I could be like a big not really self-aware, and there's maybe a ton of people that think I'm a douche. There may be a ton of people that think I'm a douche.
I think your vibe to a lot of people at the club is people don't realize. People think that you're more quiet and reserved than your true self is, because you grind a lot at the golf course.
Yeah.
So you spend a lot of time out there, just like, that's what I thought of you before I really got to know you. Was like when you said you're doing a golf podcast, I was like, was it like
snoozer
7 minutes long? Like,
this is
you can talk for that long?
Yeah.
That was the first thing I thought of when you said golf podcast. I was like, you talk?
Yeah, you actually have longer conversation.
You speak, bro?
That's funny.
I just thought you were that dude who always came to the club with his hot blonde wife and just didn't talk.
Go bang balls for 2 hours. Love it. Hey,
let me get balls and then head home and
Yeah, the other balls. All right. Anyway, that was a good. You know what? This is memories.
Yeah.
Me and you hammering one out and having some fun. God, it can go south so fast. I'm 36. It's ridiculous. But it's fun. It's fun, and I enjoy it. Luckily, there's no editing in this show. I don't think I won't have to edit anything in the show, but we appreciate it. Thanks for listening. We'll be back on Friday. Possibly Ben's going to be back. He does have to work the board for some pretty intense radio. So I think it's the collegiate softball playoffs or something like that. So he may be having to work. I don't know. We'll
playoffs?
See. Playoffs? Yeah. So we hopefully can get him back on Friday because there's some fun stuff to talk about. We got the Byron Nelson this weekend or something?
Yeah.
The one in Texas. Scotty Scheffler's probably going to win. He's like 10-1 odds. Already looked at it on Bet Online. So may want to get a little piece of that. But anyway, have a great rest of the week. We got you over the hump. See you Friday. Episode 177, Dadbod Golf Pod.
No way.
All right.
Yeah, if you're still listening, you kind of get the bonus. Yeah, there's 2 things that got edited out. Obviously, I won't repeat them because they got edited. But yeah, I got edited twice last episode.
Yep, it was. But you know what? They're both hilarious.
Yeah, just 2.
One was like. One was so true, but like we're in today's climate, you just got to be careful. And the other one was very true, but we just didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
So, yeah, it was. I dropped a name that I really shouldn't have dropped.
Yeah, but you nailed it.
Yeah, sure did.
Hey, and it was even further reinforced Monday. Even further reinforced Monday.
Yes.
So
yeah.
So it would,
well, let's go back to Waffle House just for a second.
Let's go back to Waffle House. Let's get back to Waffle House. Okay.
Just give. Do you order the same thing, no matter what time it is, or do you have like a breakfast order and then or do you only really go for breakfast?
I'm typically only going to get. I'll go grilled chicken biscuit, which is always good, and I'm going to go. Yeah, grilled chicken biscuit, and I'm going to go hash browns covered and now with jalapenos. But I'll venture out. Sometimes I'll get those bowls, the hash brown bowls.
Oh yeah, electric.
Those are really good. I've gotten the I think it's like a bacon, egg, and cheese, like Texas toast or like on sourdough or something like that. I've gotten
Texas toast, yeah, Texas bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah. That's it. I get that a lot, but I like that chicken biscuit, man. That flat grilled chicken.
Huh.
Pretty solid.
Springer Mountain chicken. I think it just has a random like logo on the menu. Springer Mountain chicken. I've eaten everything. I've had a couple go-tos. I'd say that the tried and true is the bacon Texas cheesesteak. That's cute. That's what I've eaten the most of. But I've done everything from doing that with a fried egg on top. So it's like a bacon Texas cheesesteak with fried egg. I've done the Texas cheesesteak bowl that doesn't come with an egg, but I get them to put a fried egg on top of it.
Oh man.
Yeah, a couple of little dollar cheeseburgers used to have the old originals.
You're just such a I'll say this, you're the only person, like I've never known anyone that loved Waffle House like you do, and it's special. It's special. It's unique, and I appreciate it. I do. I do. You're the only me and you have to be the only people that have ever been sitting at a Waffle House waiting for them to unlock the doors to let people in.
We did that one morning, didn't we?
We did. My birthday. You took me to Waffle House for my birthday.
Yeah, it's actually most people will never do it in their whole life because Waffle House is not supposed to unlock.
Exactly. They're supposed to be open 24/7.
Like, somebody from Waffle House where the key is. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna lock that door in 11 years.
Did you ever go to the one in Auburn or where we live where there was like the World Star fight? That was the kitchen people.
Yes, I think I know which one that was at. I think I've been to all of them in Lee County. I don't think there's a Waffle House that I haven't.
There's a lot of Waffle House fights, and I'm shocked that the flat grill has never come into play.
Yeah, you could just shove somebody's face on that.
I feel like the flat grill would be a very like. There could be some damage done there, but rarely I don't think I've ever seen the flat grill come into play in a Waffle House fight.
I do like the videos of like people just like getting there. I've gotten my own drink there before, like when they're really busy, be like, hey, I got it.
Yeah.
I can call my order out to the cook.
Yeah. Oh, way with their lingo.
Yeah. Hey, pull 2 cheesesteaks. Mark, Texas bacon cheesesteak, double hash brown smothered covered on 2. I like 1. Make 1 a plate.
That's amazing. Oh, that's amazing.
I'll let you after this. The height I got in Waffle House in high school, because I was going 2 or 3 times a week to the one I grew up at, is I would walk in and the cook would nod and then he'd just start. And I know, like, I just got a ticket at the end. Like she'd bring me 2 glasses of water because those jalapenos get hot, brother.
They do.
And yeah, the cook would kind of like lift his spatula up a little bit, make the food, just turn around and hand it to me, A
little chalky sweet tea.
Big water guy at Waffle House, which is an acquired taste, by the way. A lot of people don't like Waffle House.
The sweet tea can be a little chalky sometimes, feeling sometimes. But yeah, I've always just Waffle House is a good go-to for sure.
Classic. It's everywhere.
It is everywhere, and we are going to. On that note, I think we're going to go ahead and head on to the house. So appreciate it, Nate. Thanks for jumping on. Memories. Have a great rest of the week.
Love you, bud.
Love you, bud. Bye.